Time now for our regular weekly feature. Where are they now?
She became one of the rare Jamaican female players to represent the country in 2 sporting disciplines on the global stage. That individual is Oberon Peterson Natty.
I did track and field when I was in primary school, that's Alpha Primary. And I actually did more dancing. I did creative dancing. And that's what I really wanted to do, dance. But, you know, when I got over to Alpha Academy, Convent of Mercy Academy, that kind of changed. And I started to get involved in netball, maybe like at second form, really. But because it was still track and field and I was still doing dancing outside of that.
Such was her rapid improvement in basketball that she was awarded a scholarship to an American university where she excelled and went on to become a professional.
I think the more I played the sport, the more I loved it. Our coach back then, Yolande Geddes Hall, she really took an interest in just my personality, how aggressive I was. And, you know, that blossomed. And netball is something that I've always embraced. I've always played it with such passion. Even now, I still do dabble in it. Basketball then became an avenue for me to gain scholarship, better my life. Growing up in the ghetto, I grew up in Arnett Gardens. So it was kind of like a stepping stone for me. And so even though at the time I would say I didn't really love the sport that well, but really appreciated what it was doing for me. You know, it gave me a good, full scholarship back in the United States, and I continued playing semi-professional sports in Europe, Germany, Turkey.
She considered representing and wearing the national colors on the global stage one of the highest honors she could achieve. She described what she felt when she was first selected for the major netball championships.
It was always an honor, lining up here in a national anthem play before a match, getting a medal after a tournament. It was always, that's what you go for, that's what you prepare for, and it is always an honor when I put on that black, gold, and green and to go to war on the court against anyone that is not in the black, gold, and green, which includes the umpires and the ref. But yeah, it was always something that's what you want, and my time with the national team, with both national team, was always memorable for me. Every tournament defines itself. I remember back in 1991, my first world tournament with Jamaica netball team, we got the 3rd place medal. That was the first Jamaica I've ever come to that position, and I was with the veteran, the Janet Johnson, the Jill Patterson, the Patricia McDonald, Connie Francis, you know, so those were people that, you know, I looked up to, I emulate, and I saw the work ethic. We had then our coach Maureen Hall, who instilled the discipline and the hard work. So I was blessed to have great coaches too during my career as a netballer.
Any regrets?
Oh no, none, not at all, not at all. Just not being able to get that coveted #1 spot.
She represented 3 clubs in the top local league, which brought her championship titles.
It was never a time for you to relax. You know, players there, they wanted to, and you have to go out there and fight like a dog. You know, I was blessed to be on good team that I've made impact to. I started with my Alpha team. We were named Mercy at the time, and then I moved over to Walgrovians, and we win a couple of championships there, and I went to Tivoli, and I win championship there. So it was always competitive.
And what is Oberon Peterson Natty doing these days?
I'm actually based overseas, hoping to come home. As you see, a year ago, yesterday would have been a year since I lost my husband, and you know, we were planning on coming home to retire, and in my heart, that's still where I want to be here. So just have to, I'm overseas taking care of things, still being a part of the sport, you know, whether doing consultancy work or, you know, still being a part. So I'm pretty much knowing what is happening.
Well, that's it for another edition of Where Are They Now? Until next week, same time, same place.